Brothers and sisters, warriors of the battlefield of life, stand tall, raise your heads, and look around you. Today I speak not to the weak-hearted, not to the ones who shrink in fear at the sight of a challenge. I speak to the warriors, the ones who have fought, who have fallen, who have tasted defeat, and yet who dare to rise again. I speak to you because I know what it means to struggle. I know what it means to be knocked down, to feel the sting of failure, to wonder if you have the strength to keep going. And I tell you this: it is okay to fail. Yes, you heard me right. Failure is not your enemy. Failure is not the end of your story. Failure is part of your journey to greatness. A warrior does not become strong by living a life of ease. Strength is forged in the fire of adversity, just as steel is refined in the flames. Every battle scar, every defeat, every setback, it is all part of the process. Look to the greatest warriors in history. Did David become a great king without first facing Goliath? Did Moses lead his people to freedom without first failing, without first doubting his own ability? Did Peter walk on water without first sinking? Each of them failed. Each of them struggled. Each of them was tested, but they did not stay down. Proverbs 24:16 says, "For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." Did you hear that? That is the warrior's code. We rise again. You see, failure is not a mark of weakness. It is proof that you tried. And those who try, those who dare to step into battle, are already stronger than those who never even pick up their sword. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you fall, you grow. No warrior is born ready for battle. No king is crowned without first enduring trials. When David faced Goliath, he was just a shepherd boy. But what no one saw were the countless battles he had fought before that moment. In the fields, he had faced lions and bears. He had learned how to fight when no one was watching, when no one believed in him. What if David had given up the first time he failed? What if he had seen his past struggles as a sign that he wasn't strong enough? He would have never stepped onto the battlefield. He would have never defeated the giant. He would have never become a king. The same is true for you. Your failures are preparing you for something greater. The disappointments, the closed doors, the mistakes, they are all part of your training. A true warrior understands that victory is born from struggle. Romans 5:3-4 says, "We glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." Your failures are shaping your perseverance. Your perseverance is building your character, and your character is leading you toward your destiny. Warriors, hear me. There is an enemy that whispers in your ear every time you fail. You are nothing. You will never succeed. You should give up. That voice is the voice of defeat. It is the voice of the enemy who fears what you will become if you keep fighting. But we do not listen to the enemy. We listen to the voice of truth. And the truth is this: God did not create you to live in fear. God did not create you to give up. God created you to fight, to rise, to overcome. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." If God is with you, Who can stand against you? If the creator of the universe has called you, what failure can stop you? A warrior is not measured by how many times he is knocked down. A warrior is measured by how many times he gets back up. Think of Peter, the disciple who walked on water. For a brief moment, he did the impossible. But then he doubted. He looked at the waves, he lost faith, and he began to sink. Did Jesus condemn him for failing? Jesus reached out his hand and lifted him up. You may have failed. You may have stumbled. You may even feel like you are drowning. But God's hand is reaching for you. You don't have to stay in failure. You don't have to let it define you. You can rise again. Your greatest victory is ahead. The enemy wants you to believe that your failures mean you are finished, that you will never win, that you are not strong enough. But I tell you today, your greatest victory is still ahead. Do not let the fear of failure stop you from fighting. Do not let the pain of the past keep you from moving forward. Every warrior falls, but only the greatest warriors get back up. And you, my brothers and sisters, were made to rise. So now I ask you, will you stay down, or will you rise? Will you let failure define you, or will you use it to make you stronger? The choice is yours. But as for me, as for those who walk the warrior's path, we will not surrender. We will fight. We will learn. We will grow. 'Cause let's not forget that we are all brothers and sisters in Christ, and therefore, we must look after each other and support each other. And when the final battle comes, when we stand before the gates of victory, we will know it was all worth it. Because it is okay to fail, but it is never okay to stop fighting. Now go, fight, conquer, and become the warrior you were always meant to be.